Good morning, gang. Happy Friday, the end of the week. Well, I don't have to tell anybody that we are in a worldwide energy crisis. Some of it due to natural factors, and a lot of it due to idiotic political decisions. But I want to put the pieces of the puzzle together for you so you can plan accordingly, or in other words, prep. For how many years now we've heard the world is doomed, we're going to die in 12 years, the earth isn't going to exist, whatever it would be. We have to stop fossil fuels and all this sort of stuff. I mean, it's a never ending thing. How they're trying to stop it, the powers that be, is basically to price the world being you and me, the public, out of the market. Now, like I said, some of this is natural causes and a lot of it is man-made idiocy. But let's take a look at what's going on right now and what you can expect. Okay, now this is going to be different for those of you in Europe, North America, or Australia. Don't have a whole lot of subscribers in South America, Asia, and Africa. So, and if there's anybody from Antarctica watching, hello. But so let's go through this. So let's start with what's going on in Europe and how it's going to affect the rest of us. As we all know, Europe has a major energy issue. Okay, Nord Stream is shut down. They're 80% of the natural gas that is coming from Russia is not coming. So Europe is panicking over how they're going to stay warm this winter. Well, then you get to the next problem. What Europe was trying to do is, okay, if we can't get petroleum in any shape or form from Russia, where can we get it from? Well, there are two ideas, besides already getting it from the U.S., and I'm going to get into that in a second. Their two ideas are to get it from Iran and Venezuela. You know, I don't know what it is about the Europeans, but why is it that the only place you want to get petroleum from are enemies to freedom? I mean, come on, let's think about this. Well, there's a little snafu with the whole Iran thing because then they'd have to sign off on the nuclear deal and let Iran start producing nuclear material. Let's just leave it there. What they do with it afterwards is up for debate. Or Venezuela, which is, another one of those bastions of freedom out there. So, Iran is probably out because of the signing off on the nuclear deal, and Venezuela has now turned off the tap, if you will, because Venezuela's infrastructure under communism is so poor that their refineries aren't capable of producing refined petroleum, refined crude oil. So now what the Venezuelans are requiring to ship crude to Europe, they don't want to get paid. They want trade, barter. They want Europe to send them back refined petroleum products, i.e. gasoline, from Italy and France. Or Italy and Spain, one of the two, I'm sorry, I forget which one. That kind of defeats the point. Why send the crude oil a third of the way around the world so we can refine it, Europeans, and send it back to them? So that doesn't help Europe at all, right? Which of course makes the price of, or the availability of petroleum products in Europe go through the roof. Then you get into the other problem Europe has with water. The Rhine River, which is one of the major trade routes for barges. I mean, oil is not shipped via airplane. FedEx is not shipping barrels of oil anytime soon. It goes on barges. Well, the Rhine River is drying up, so there's no way to move the petroleum to Germany, for example. So that causes a problem. Okay. So what is Europe's other idea? Well, Joe always has a solution. All right. Now, the European Union as a whole has been very quick to switching from Russian liquid natural gas to U.S. liquid natural gas. Obviously due to Ukraine, due to everything else. All right. Problem is, we need it here in the States too. All right. Our LNG export possibilities is not limitless. Okay. And then you look at producers. Okay. Producers need to make money. All right. That's how you stay in business. Sorry, Elizabeth Warren. Sorry, AOC. Sorry, Chuck Schumer. Big companies need to make profits. In other words, to keep in business. Okay. If they lose money, they go out of business. That's capitalism 101. But, hey, none of you are capitalists. Okay. So what they do is they sell their product to the highest bidder. Well, guess who the highest bidder is? China. Okay. So we are selling our fuel to our enemy. So see how this works? Europe is trying to buy it from an enemy, and here the United States, instead of helping out our allies, Europe's trying to buy it from an enemy, and we're trying to sell it to an enemy. What's the whole point of, for example, NATO? These are our allies. These are the people we're supposed to be helping. All right. Then you get into Joe's wonderful plan of opening up the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and we were selling a million barrels of oil a day to China. Gas prices have come down, right? And y'all saw Joe going, look at me, I brought gas prices down 50 cents. No, you didn't do anything, Joe, okay? What brought gas prices down was a lack of demand. People stopped driving, okay? Again, businesses, supply and demand. So we are taking the oil that we produce in the United States. The biggest place that we get our crude from is Canada, all right? And then Mexico being number 2. We actually do get some oil from Venezuela. You notice the country that I'm missing here? Saudi Arabia, okay? We don't get much from the Saudis. You know who does? The Chinese, all right? The Saudis have signed a defensive pact with the Chinese, even though for the last 50 years we've been protecting the Saudis. The Saudis are now hitching their wagon to the Chinese. Guess where that oil is going to go? This is where this gets scary on multiple levels. The Western nations are giving our natural resources to the enemy. We are trying to buy natural resources, in the case of Europe, from our enemy, i.e. giving them money which they can use for something else. Could that possibly be weapons? And in the long run, the ones who suffer are you and me. It's going to get more expensive to fill your car. Hey, they want that. How many times have we heard Pete Buttigieg out there going, yeah, this is a good thing, this will get people to buy electric cars, Jennifer Granholm or anything like that, hey, $5 gallon of gas is good. It'll convince people to buy EVs. Dumbass. All right. But this is what we need to take a look at and figure out how we as individuals can protect ourselves. I get it. Some of you guys are on natural gas, city heat or city gas or whatever it is, and that's how you heat your home. And there's not a whole lot, don't have a propane tank out in the backyard to heat your home or whatever it would be. Some of you guys are on electric heat. Okay, I am. Uh, but now you have to figure out what happens there. Amazing on the electricity that coal, yeah, that dirty black rock, is making a huge comeback around the world. Why? Oh, gee, solar and wind are failing as expected. Okay? There isn't enough fuel oil to heat homes. And so we got it, and we can't, God forbid, we can't have nuclear power. All right. And with the droughts that are going on all over the world, hydroelectric, you take a look at Lake Mead, okay, is quickly becoming not feasible. So coal is making a huge comeback. China is big time short on coal. What does the United States have an abundance of? Coal. All right. Let's see how fast it turns out that Joe decides to start digging coal and selling it to China and not using it here. So we can pay higher electric bills and higher fuel bills at the same time while we are supporting our enemy, who is hell-bent on taking over our country, taking over the world. Okay, say whatever you want about China being selective in what they want. China wants to control the world, guys. Xi Jinping is doing the same thing Hitler did, except instead of militarily, he's doing it economically. And the Chinese economy is in the tank right now. So what do countries do when their economy's in the tank? They go to war. And we're funding it for them. You and I are going to continue to pay high gas prices, which are inevitably going up. Okay? Wait till winter, guys. All right? When oil has to be used for more than just fueling up vehicles. That's going up. The cost of electricity is going up. Wait till we got to start heating houses. All right? Electric, gas, whatever it would be. So all those prices are going to go up. At the same time, your government, the one that everybody but you on this channel pretty much supposedly elected, yeah, is selling our souls to the Chinese. Start figuring out your alternate ways. I talked yesterday about reusing, recycling, whatever it would be. It might be time to invest in a couple extra blankets. It might be time to figure out how to get some of that plastic wrap to cover your windows for the winter. Because if everybody's right, and this is a very cold winter, all the forecasts, winter forecasts are going to be a very cold winter for the majority of the country. Got a frog in that throat. And we're selling all our fuel. In Europe, you're not getting any fuel. And Australia, okay, you're coming into summer, so you're a little bit better. But gas prices there are nuts. This is something to definitely prep for. This is going to be a near-term, intermediate length SHTF situation. When it comes to the point, which we're getting very close to now, where you have a choice between buying food and staying warm, how are you going to handle that? That's something to really be cognizant of, because the other thing you will see is it will continue to go. Credit card debt will go up and up and up and up and up. Why? Because people will pay their electric bill and they will finance their food until that stops. And then we're all broke. And that's when the government comes in and says, move to the city. We'll keep you warm. We'll keep you fed. And we'll forgive all your debt. That's the plan, guys. And it's right in front of us. Pinball out.